If life feels hard right now, it's for one reason and one reason only. You've forgotten who you are. You've forgotten why you're here. And you've forgotten the fact that in other realms, you're seen as a celebrity for even living this life out here on planet Earth. This was never meant to be an easy challenge, but it was one you chose. And by remembering more of who you really are, you're going to come into greater harmony with the life that you're here to live. Most people try and change their lives by changing what it is that they do. They try and change everything around them with strategy. They try and fix things like it's just one big computer or mechanism that we need to work with. And in many ways it is, in many ways there is cause and effect in this reality, but this is also a quantum reality. And we don't change things just by going to the end point of the mechanism. We don't approach problems to solve them. We don't change our lives just by going and looking, how can we tweak this button and tweak this dial a little bit? Because our nature is not as a machine. Different strategies aren't going to change your reality on their own, and that's where most people leap to straight away. Behind the strategy, you have the stories that you tell yourself. Every day we wake up in our minds and we're telling ourselves different stories about who we are, how good we are at this, how bad we are at that, our relationship with the world around us, what the planet is like, what state our society is in. It's one story after another because that's what the mind does. It creates stories to give our existence meaning, to help us to make sense of it all. And this is imperative if you're going to live a life on Earth. But even then, you can't go in and just try and change your story, because there's a deeper layer than that. Underneath the story, what's feeding the story that you tell yourself is your state. Your state being your vibrational frequency in your body. It's only when we actually work with the state that we can affect the thoughts and the feelings that are creating the stories that will affect our strategy. So how we actually create in the world isn't just dependent on making sure we're doing everything perfectly. It's by paying attention to our state of being, because that's the part of us, that's the deeper nature of us that is filtering into our stories and ultimately the strategy we choose to implement from there. So if you really want to make drastic change in your life today, concentrate on your state. When you wake up in the morning, pay attention to the first thoughts that come into your mind. Choose positive ones. Choose to ride the wave of positivity in the morning when you first wake up. And if you're feeling stagnant, if your body is feeling very still, move. By moving, we change our physical state. And by doing that, we change our mental state. If we're finding ourselves stuck in apathy, feeling like we just can't get up to make a difference today, just do one small thing that will shift you into a state of being more reflective of the life you really want to live. If you imagine what kind of life you really want, what kind of state of being is that person in? The more you tap into imagining what it is that you really want in life and allowing yourself to venture there, the more it is that you're actually getting closer to who you truly are. The authenticity beneath all the stories, beneath all the strategies, beneath all the layers of ego, there is a version of you that wants to exist in this lifetime, wants to play this game, wants to come up against these very challenges that you face in order to overcome them. So by directly working on our state of being, by making sure that our state is reflective of the life that we really want, then we can change the story we are telling ourselves. And when we change the story we are telling ourselves, we change the strategies we implement. And all of a sudden, we're creating a completely different reality for ourselves. If you do this every day, you're guaranteed to change your life entirely. Concentrate on your state. Let the story take care of itself. And don't even worry about the strategy, because it'll become obvious what it is that you need to do when you're feeling these feelings of expansiveness and inspiration that are going to come through when your state is in a good place. When you're feeling those higher frequencies in your system and you feel open to exactly what it is that the universe really wants to bring you. I hope this was a useful video for you today, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.